Hello YouTube, it's Chris, Eldritch Pipes, and today it's a tobacco review. It's been a little while since I've done a video because I was waiting for some blends to arrive. And they have, so here's the first review. Now, I was going to do a review for each blend in the series, but it turns out that one of them is a variation of the other. There's three, and one is different. So I thought I would do the two and sort of compare and contrast. So, what series am I talking about? If you've got keen eyes and your ears to the ground, you'll have seen that Sutliff came up with a new series, Crumble Kake. And there's three in the series at the moment. The VaPer, which I'm primarily reviewing today. Red Virginia. And a third one just called English Number 1. Now, I mean, I love flakes in general. That's my preferred cut. But there's something special about a crumble cake. Now, I don't know the technicalities of the cut, but they just break apart really nicely. And of course, the first time I ever came across a crumble cake was Penzance, which is one of my favourites. So say crumble cake to me, and I want to try it. So, what's it like? So it's the VaPer that we're going to be talking about. I both love it and I'm a little disappointed. It's an amazing tobacco. That's the flake. It's rich, it's moist. It smells amazing. The tin note when you open it is just out of this world. It's just tangy, deep, amazing, and it all translates really well to the smoke as well. It's a really, it's a rich, tangy blend. So, why am I disappointed? Well, when I spied this series, I thought, wow, I'm pretty sure these are going to be some of my favourites. I just had a spider sense of it. And I wasn't wrong. But this is LJ Peretti's number 8 flake. It totally is. The flakes are slightly different. In LJ Peretti's, they're thinner flakes. They're probably about half the height of that. Other than that, identical. And this really confused me, so I did a wee bit of digging. And it turns out that Sutliff do some blending for LJ Peretti. So I'm not sure what the story is there. But yeah. So slightly different physical presentation in sort of thicker blocks, but we're dealing with Peretti's number 8 flake there, which is an amazing flake. I've done a review of that in which I sort of wax lyrical about it. It's just an awesome, awesome flake. If you haven't tried it, you should. If for some reason you can't seem to get hold of LJ Peretti's website, then this is probably more widely available, and that might be a good reason for why you'd want to go in for this. And of course, well, there's a slight other factor as well. The number 8 flake is served in a tin that isn't airtight. It's a large tin, but it's not sealed. It wouldn't, it wouldn't age, I wouldn't think. These tins are sealed, so they would, the tobacco is safe inside. That might be another reason to plump for the VaPer Crumble Kake. And it's a really smoky smoke as well. You know you're smoking a pipe. I should have said, yeah, I'm smoking the Alchemist Strawberry because I decided in the end I had to smoke the thing. I said I might, and so here I am smoking it. It's I've been smoking it for quite a while now, and she's held it really well. I'll say so myself. Right, so now what's the deal then between the Crumble Kake VaPer and the Red Virginia? Well, this is why I decided to do them together. As far as I can tell, it's just the Crumble Kake VaPer without the without the perique. I say it that way round because I think that the perique, the VaPer blend came first, and this is an adaptation of that. Well, I say adaptation, it's just the Red Virginia. And for a straight Virginia, if it can be called such a thing, I actually really like it. It's not as complex as the perique, obviously. It still has the tanginess, it still has the sweetness, just doesn't have the depth that the perique gives it. And for that reason, it's not as interesting a smoke to me. But it's definitely my favourite straight Virginia. But it's that kind of like that tangy, that McClelland sourness, tangy thing going on. That it doesn't really smoke like a straight VaPer, I would say. VaPer? You know what, like a straight Virginia. I'll be tripping up over myself with this whole thing, I think, because my head's all over the place. So next time I'll do the English. See what that's like. So many things going on. I wanted to show you some more pipes. You might have seen them on Instagram threads or Facebook or something like that, but it's still nice to see them in the flesh, as it were. So this is my reanimated biking horn. Let's see if you can see. Not quite. But obviously cut through this part of the bowl is some clear blue resin, which matches the stem. So it's continuing the resin briar mix theme. Actually, I wonder if I got my torch. Excuse me, one moment. There, now you can see through it. That was the second pipe. That was a pipe that I made after the strawberry. And then I did another briar and resin fusion, not clear this time, a copper one. I'll show you that one. So the plateau of the piece is right there, and that's where the resin has bonded onto. So as far as I know, it's a unique process. I mean, people have been bonding resin and briar for some time, but not in a functional pipe that I'm aware of. So that's those. They'll be going to Chicago with me, I think. But I've also been doing tampers. Part of the resin briar ongoing experiments. I've been doing tampers. I'll show you, these are some, well actually I'll show you how they start. They start as a skull mound on some briar plateau. See, he's missing the top of his skull there, unfortunate fellow. And then I cast them into some resin. So this guy obviously isn't finished. He's going to need turning and polishing up. The green, very popular. But I've been doing red as well. Oh, there's got dark green too. Weird. I wonder if it'll show up. Oh no. There's one with a splash of blood on the skulls, but it's not that one. I didn't prepare properly, did I? Anyway, so if you've ordered one of those are going to go out in the next week or two, and yeah, they'll be making their way to customers pretty soon. All right, I've rambled on. It'll be next. I will probably do the review of the English #1 crumble cake. So, see you next time. Take it easy, and I'll see you then. Ta-da.